Today I'm going to talk a little about outreach programs. One of the things I heard many times was that speaking out, or preaching in Prabhupada's lingo, gave life to the devotees. And I think it was something that his Guru Maharaj said about preaching. He said that one who has life will be preaching. A dead man cannot do it. So he was kind of explaining that the difference between life and death is that a live or living person should be spreading Krishna consciousness. That's his desire to do. It's not just something that's mandatory, but something that one who's a Vaishnava feels, that he feels that he has to enliven the suffering human beings of this world by spreading Krishna consciousness or giving them Krishna consciousness. It's said that Krishna consciousness is inherent in every person. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Saja Kabunai. And it just has to be awakened. So that's one of the things that Srila Prabhupada was saying. And when I was in Montreal in 1968, going to London, he quoted the Bhagavad Gita from the 18th chapter. There's a couple of verses that say how important outreach is, and that one who gives Krishna consciousness to the devotees is very dear to Krishna. There's no person that's more dear. So in many ways, I was personally encouraged by Prabhupada, and everything that I've read and everything that I've heard about outreach programs confirms this, that is the most important thing. In a sense, outreach is what distinguishes ISKCON from other Vaishnava groups. ISKCON is very much an outwardly directed movement. It emphasizes Harinam, book distribution, and things like that. Prabhupada also said that all of his disciples should write books. He wanted the Krishna consciousness movement to spread all around the world. And so to him, that was the most important thing. And even people who weren't very well schooled in the philosophy of Krishna consciousness were sent out to do outreach programs. And even if later on it turned out that they didn't stick with Krishna consciousness movement, the fact that they did some outreach was a very wonderful thing. Prabhupada told us that if somehow or other we leave the Krishna consciousness movement and we've only matured up to 6%, we will take up at 7% in the next birth. That's also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare